Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today, which is Saturday, I am doing a Q&A. I decided I'm going to do this once a year where you guys can ask your questions, any kind of question, and I will answer it. This may go more than 5 minutes, but I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as I can and keep the answers short and sweet. Let's start with number one. Are you planning on moving, or do you plan on moving back to the Midwest? At this time, no, but I'll be honest with you. I could sure use some snow, ice, and cold weather right now. I would actually like to move. I'd kind of like to downsize my life, move to a less expensive area, and kind of live out in the country. I've been kind of wanting to do that. But as of right now, we're not moving. Number two, what is our weather like? Basically, do we have any hurricanes, fires? I am so grateful that we don't, and I feel really badly for the folks that are going through this right now. But we have been safe from that type of weather. We do have very hot weather, though. As you know, I live in the Dallas, Texas area, and it does get pretty balmy here. Number three, advice for any newbie content creators on YouTube. I'm going to make this quick, too. First thing, have fun. If you're not having fun and you feel so much pressure to have the perfect thumbnail, the perfect subject, it takes away from the joy. And I'm not just saying this. I know there's people on YouTube that get burned out. I am not kidding when I say this. I absolutely love having a YouTube channel. I love the other YouTube creators. I love the other YouTube subscribers. This is a complete joy for me to do, and it is a lot of fun. It feels like I'm not working at all. So that's number one. Number two, consistent uploads. I'm not saying you have to upload every day like I do, and I know sometimes I have more than one upload a day. I probably do on the average 9 videos a week, probably a little bit much sometimes, but I just love making videos. But if you decide to do one a week, do one a week. If you decide to do 3 a week, be consistent. Number three, this is big. I personally think a lot of people will have channel trailers. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I've seen some really cute ones, but I personally like myself is if someone's going to do a topic, whatever that topic is, we'll say 5 ways to save money, to get to the point right away. I even sometimes struggle with that because I can be kind of rambly, but get to your point right away, because those first 10 seconds you could lose someone where they click off the video. Number four, if you have a channel, if you could, and I am pretty good about doing this, I'm not 100%, but kind of niche down. In other words, if you do a channel all about weight loss, many of the topics are to deal with weight and health. If you do a topic or a channel about financial, many of the videos will be about financial. I'm not saying you can't veer off, but if you niche down, that really helps, because then people know what to expect from you. So that's my big advice for new content creators. Okay, basically the next one is how do you manage your time, or time management tips. I'll make this quick. Allow yourself to waste some time. Have some self-compassion. That's my big thing. Guess what? If we all found out that we have 2 months to live, there's a lot of things we probably would no longer care about. I'm all for more relaxation. That's number one. Number two, ask yourself, what's the one thing I got to get done today? And work on that. Make it into small, manageable steps. If it's something big, maybe break it up into chunks. Number three, cut off all distractions. Those are just 3 that came off the top of my head. Okay. Next question basically is, what does my daughter want to do after she graduates from college? She really enjoys history. She'd probably really like to work in a museum. That's one idea so far. So that's the answer for that. Number 6, do I make money on my short videos? If my videos are 5 minutes or less, or 6 minutes or less, do I make money on those? Yes, I probably would make more money if I did longer videos. I would say 90% of my videos are in the 5 minute or less range, just because I enjoy doing that myself, and I prefer to watch shorter videos. So I want to say that. Then number 7, I got asked about my hair color. Is that something I'd consider doing myself to save money? All of that. That's the one luxury I do have. I used to get it done every 6 weeks. I've now gone to every 8 weeks, so I am stretching it out, which does help save money. On to the next questions. What's my middle name? My first name is Dawn. My middle name is Marie. What's interesting is I was adopted when I was 3 weeks old, and guess what? My biological mother, I found this out later from non-identifying information, my original name, and none of you even know this, was Karen Ann. So I thought you would like to know that. Number 3, what are some of the favorite foods that I can eat? I do not say I can't have any food, because if I do that, it feels like a punishment. I can have any food I want as long as it's moderation. I love anything not nailed down. I am the least pickiest eater. I do have a sweet tooth. I love desserts. I can ketify anything and make anything keto. I would say popcorn would be a favorite food. Pizza would be a favorite food. I love salmon, steak. I love sweet potatoes, and I can do so many things with the sweet potato. Obviously I love ice cream, cookies, cakes, all the things that we're not supposed to be eating. So I love protein bars and protein shakes. I know that's a little bit, those are some of the things. I love a good salad. I could go on about food and make that a 20-minute video. Okay, what are some of my basically favorite household chore and least favorite household chore? You know what? Anything that I can do while I'm on the phone and multitask is my favorite household chore. I especially like working in the kitchen. Least favorite is anything where I have to get on my hands and knees and deep clean. Okay, favorite frugal activity, talking, obviously. Talking, sleeping, eating. But besides that, you know I love anything. I love Lucy. I'm nostalgic. I love all old movies, Hallmark movies, anything that's family friendly where I don't have to worry about bad language, violence, something the whole family can enjoy, because I go away feeling better. I really don't like movies that have a bunch of bad language, violence, sex, any of that. I do really like to keep things family friendly. That's just from my perspective. And I love anything. I love Lucy. I love Betty Davis movies. Parent Trap is with Haley Mills is one of my favorite movies. I love to walk. I like to shop, I love to cook, I love to bake, I love to play games. As you can tell, there's a lot of things I love. I love visiting with people, and those are some of the things. One of the things I want to do after this whole thing going on in the world is over with, I would really like to start volunteering, and I've never shared this till right now. I'd like to volunteer in a nursing home. I love the elderly people. Hey, I'm an elderly person right now, and I really enjoy being around them. I've been a volunteer before in the past, and I just feel like I was really good at getting people to come out of their rooms and socialize. I really enjoyed it, and it was so much fun. I would love to be a volunteer in a nursing home, and that would be a frugal activity, because I feel that I could bring joy to others, and just that would be something I'd love. Okay, greatest talent. Gee, I have so many. But greatest talent, just kidding. I would say not talking without taking a breath. But besides that, making people laugh. And some embarrassing things that I do without realizing I'm embarrassing. So that'd be something else. Number 6, do I wish I was a minimalist? And by the way, I'm messing up on my number system, so ignore that, but I'm on a roll. Okay, do I wish I was a minimalist? I would like to be a modified minimalist. Nothing against my husband, but you have to respect who that you're living with. My husband, which I totally get why, he does not want to be a minimalist, and he enjoys the things that he likes. And I do have to admit, there have been times I've gotten rid of things that I regret getting rid of, but that's not something that's a joy of his. So that in my lifestyle is not where I'm going. But if I were single and not married, I would love to be a modified minimalist. So I'll answer that. Okay, advice to someone living paycheck to paycheck. That'd be a whole nother video, but I'll just make this quick. My advice to somebody living paycheck to paycheck is look to see how much you're making, what your fixed expenses are, what your non-fixed expenses are, and ask yourself, are you making enough money to at least pay your fixed expenses? Are there things you can cut out? That'd be my first thing. What can you cut out so that you're able to save money? Oh, that was the question, is how can somebody that's living paycheck to paycheck save money? Look to see what your fixed and unfixed expenses are. Look for ways that you can cut back. Are there things you can cut back? And see if what you're making is enough to cover all your basic needs and some extras. And what I mean by extras is I don't mean luxuries. I mean you need a new tire on the car, because those types of things come up. If it isn't enough to cover that, then you need to find a way to make more income. If you're finding that you're wasting money, one of the things I do is start tracking your expenses, find ways that you can cut back, and just start automating your savings. Start out small, 10 bucks a month, $20 a month. So that's a whole nother video, but those are just some basic quick things to just, give you some advice. Number 8, advice on someone, I love this one. Advice for someone who has too much money and doesn't know how to spend it. Give it to your new best friend, Dawn. That's my advice. But besides that, actually what I would say is save as much as you can in a higher interest savings, because whatever income that you have, we don't know that you'll always have that income. That way, because a lot of times what people with higher incomes do is they have the lifestyle creep. And then all of a sudden, if they get a pay cut or they lose their job and their next job they're making $30,000 less, they're not prepared for it and they go into debt. So my advice is going to surprise you. See if you can lower your lifestyle a little bit if you're not already frugal. Save at least 1 year of income bills in your savings so that if something happens, and also look for ways to invest and ways to give. That would be my advice. And last but not least question, what, quote, eating plan, diet am I following? I am following I'm not going to call it keto. I don't like to put a label. I'm going to say a lower carb, higher fat diet. When I mean by fat, I'm not talking greasy meat and all that. I'm talking avocado and that type of thing. So I look for foods, higher protein, higher fat, that will stay with me so I'm not always wanting to snack on things. These are all of the questions that I think that I saw. If I am missing any questions and you're like, hey, you didn't answer my question, maybe I didn't see it, ask me and I'll answer it in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I know it probably went over 5, and I'll be doing these once a year like I said. And if you want to answer any of these questions for yourself, I love getting to know more about you. That's all for now. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.